How many times have you heard that saying that we all have the same 24 hours? Technically, that statement is correct, but it leaves out one important detail. And that's the reason why some people are able to balance work, family, relationships, businesses, and still go out and watch their favorite TV show every night. And why some people struggle to even get anything done on their to-do list on a day-to-day basis. Yeah, we all have the same number of hours in a day, but what's more important is how you spend them. Now look, I've read countless self-help books and spent thousands on apps and software to help with my productivity. But today, I'm going to share with you everything I've learned on the best ways to increase your productivity. Now, be honest here, y'all. How many times has this happened to you? It's Monday morning and you're planning to start your week off strong by having like the most productive day ever. But first, you got to make an agenda for the week. You got to make an agenda for the day. Now, of course, you don't want to forget anything, so you decide to type or write out the entire list. And before you know it, your first hour, 2 hours of the day is completely gone without anything actually being accomplished because you had to spend all of that time planning instead. This is why it's so important to plan ahead. I mean, a wise man or woman once said that if you fail to plan, you might as well just plan to fail. I take that to heart. Now, planning your day out the night before is one of the most effective uses of your time because it gives those hours of what would be super low productivity a real purpose. And when I mean low productivity, I'm talking about that time before bed that you're going to spend mindlessly scrolling on social media or watching Netflix, Hulu, whatever you're into. I don't know about you, but my memory is absolutely terrible. But I saw this quote and it said that the mind is not for storing ideas, it's just for having them. And that's where leveraging technology is a complete game changer. Now, there's a lot of productivity apps on the marketplace, but the one that I personally use is called Todoist. Now, I like Todoist because you can not only schedule tasks, set reminders, but you can also split your task up into projects. So for example, for myself, I may have one project that is like family. I may have another project that is real estate. I may have another project that is content. That way I can keep everything separate. Now, I don't want to geek out too much on y'all, but another great thing about Todoist is that they have a Google Calendar integration. So if you're big on like time blocking, this is perfect for you. So essentially what happens is when I have a task that I type out in Todoist, it integrates into my Google Calendar. And if I put that task, say for 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. on a Wednesday morning, it's not only going to pop up in my things to do for that day, but it's also going to migrate over into my Google Calendar. So if I'm ever checking my calendar and looking to schedule a meeting with somebody, that task is there and it's already blocked out. Seriously, y'all, this feature is so dope. Now look, leveraging technology is going to be useless if you're not using your most powerful tool to its full potential first. And if you don't know, I'm talking about your body. Our bodies are literal machines and they only perform as good or as bad as how we take care of them. Now, besides working out, monitoring what you feed your body is super key. And I just found a cheat code. So a few months back, I got put onto a bunch of stuff that actually makes us perform better when added into our diet. I'm talking everything from mushrooms to herbs and everything in between. Now, my issue was there was a lot of stuff and I didn't know where to start until I found this. It's a little drink called Magic Mind, but this is no regular drink. It's actually a mental performance shot that helps you get more focused, motivated, and productive, all while actually reducing your stress levels. Now, usually my wife is the one to introduce new health regimens in our household. So needless to say, she was impressed when I brought this home. And that's because this little shot has literally everything that you need for maximum performance. Things like lion's mane mushrooms, turmeric, ashwagandha, and organic matcha, just to name a few. Now, I got started with a 2-week supply of Magic Mind, and in the first week, I started seeing some real benefits. I started waking up earlier and more energized in the mornings. And during the day, I'm able to breeze through my work with noticeably more focus and energy. Now, Magic Mind is part of my daily routine. That's why it was a no-brainer to have them sponsor today's video and get everybody 20% off their first purchase and 48% off their first subscription. I'll make sure I put the link in the description below. All right, now these next two are going to be rules to live by that you can implement immediately in your life. But first, let me give you a stat that's going to literally blow your mind. Did you know the average person makes over 35,000 decisions in a day? And over half of those decisions have nothing to do with us leveling up or making any money. Now, all those decisions actually cause us to decrease our productivity due to something called decision fatigue. So you know what I want you to do? Stop making decisions. Now look, obviously I'm kidding, but you have to at least limit the amount of unimportant decisions that you're making every day. I've implemented this in as many aspects of my life as possible. Let me give you a quick example. Did you know that the average man takes 13 minutes a day to decide on what he's going to wear? So to avoid this, I bought the same black and white t-shirts, the same Adidas pants or running shorts, and that has become my uniform throughout the week. So I eliminate having to make that decision. All right, 2 things I want to add here. First, if you're not as extreme as me and you don't want to be wearing the same fit every single day, well, not the same fit, because like I said, I got multiple of the same shirts, but y'all know what I mean. All right, but if you don't want to be wearing the same thing every single day, but you still want to find those opportunities to decrease wasted time and energy in your everyday routine of getting dressed, one of the things that you should do is just simply go back to what we were talking about earlier, right? When it comes to planning your day ahead. So how you can do this is simple. Just plan out your outfits the day before. The same time we were talking about that wasted energy that you spend watching TV or whatever, use that time, plan out your outfit so that way, when it comes time for the next day and it's time to start being productive, you're still not wasting that time worrying about what you're going to wear because of the fact that you already picked it out during that time of, low productivity. Now, the second thing, look at us. We're like 5-6 minutes into this video and we have covered a lot so far. So if you are getting some value from this video so far, do me a favor, drop a like, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment. Let me know which one of these are you going to be leveraging in your everyday life. Let me know, but make sure you guys engage because that helps the channel push this out to more people that need to see it. Let's get back into it. Now that's one small change, but think about this. That's an hour a week, 4 hours a month, and 48 hours a year that I get back and I'm not straining my brain. And we do this with our food too. I can't tell you how much time is spent going through the fridge or scrolling on DoorDash trying to decide what we're going to eat for lunch or dinner. Instead, every Sunday we either meal prep or order from our favorite meal prep delivery company. That way, once Monday comes, we got a week of food and it's already made for us. Now I'm going to warn you, once you hear this next one, it's going to live rent-free in your head forever. But you're also going to see massive results from it almost immediately. And it's called the 2-minute rule. And it simply states that if something comes up that's got to get done and it takes 2 minutes or less, just do it now. Instead of adding it onto your to-do list, knock it out right then and there. And there's 2 major benefits to this. The first one being that this is going to avoid you having a crazy long laundry list of items on your to-do list. And the other thing is it's going to allow you to stack up some small wins along the way. See, every time you complete something, your body gets that little hit of dopamine. It feels good. It wants to do more. And you're creating something called a positive feedback loop. So you're essentially training your body to want more of that dopamine that it just got from completing that small task. You can use that buildup to get your body to complete those larger tasks that you have on your to-do list. Now look, becoming a high producer, this is what's going to allow you to grow in your career, your relationships, and in your businesses. So next up, we'll dive into a lucrative income stream that you can start fairly easily in this video right here.